Coucou les coucous! De retour à Exit Fate. On va faire un troisième épisode. Je suis pas supposé avoir un garde en avant de ma porte, moi. De la nuit. Shiro. Alright. Ça c'est Kaiser. I can't believe you two talked in me. You talked me into this. Weird. Royston. Good night rest is essential, young man. Don't stay up too late. The fuck are you doing there? Okay. A room where people can hide. Still have work to finish, but I believe you should be sleeping now, sir. Non, c'est un de ces overachievers. Je peux pas aller dans le sous-sol, je peux pas aller là. Ça, c'est l'item shop. Non. Je peux pas aller là. Je peux venir ici. Ah oui, oui, c'est vrai, il y a des chambres ici. C'est là, ouais, c'est là. Il y a plus du monde dans les chambres ici que j'ai jamais croisé avant, mais qui se sont fait assigner ces chambres-là. No one here. No one here. Hello, Angel. It's a bit late for visit, isn't it? Angel, I have to apologize for what I said before. I shouldn't have let myself go like that. It's alright, I'm not angry anymore. But that isn't the only reason I came to see you. Angel, there's something I must know. I feel like it's an important piece of this puzzle that I'm still missing, and you are one of the few who might know. Angel, tell me, who is Brunhild? It's been 8 years. 8 years? Yes, 8 years since you last mentioned her name to us. All this time it was as if she didn't even exist to you. Why are you suddenly asking me about her now? I don't understand it myself, Angel. I can't remember anything about her. But I know she's important. I'm sure that I've known her in the past. Last month, she appeared before me. That's what triggered all of it. Since then, I've had bits and pieces of memory coming back to me. She came to you? You've met her, Daniel? I met her, but she told me nothing. Tell me, Angel, tell me what her relation to me is. About 30 years ago, 2 children were brought to Olivier. I was too young to remember any of it, but that's what I was told. These children were taken in by the orphanage, but I have no idea where they came from. I don't think they were even from their area. They were a boy and a girl. To the best of our knowledge, they were twins. Wait, you're not saying that? Yes, Brunhild is your sister. It wasn't just the 3 of us back then. She was part of the group as well. She and I had always been good friends. I have a sister? Why can't I remember any of it? Why did she leave? To be honest, I don't know. There's one thing I do know. It had something to do with what happened on that particular day. The day that Jovian and I finally returned to Olivier after the war had ended. I remember that I got home a little earlier than you two. What happened that day? It was something we would have never expected. Je contrôle le texte. Olivier, finally. I never thought I'd see this town again. Oh, don't be so melodramatic. When we left, you swore you returned to this place, didn't you? True, but there were still a few times when I wasn't sure we'd make it back. Like when we were cornered at the Rien intersection. I really thought that only a miracle could save us. True, we were lucky the lieutenant's forces showed up in time, but still. Wonder where Daniel is. He should have arrived a couple of days ago. So I was expecting him to hold a big welcome back party for us. Well, maybe I didn't think you'd ever see this town again. That's something for you to say. I'll particularly remember you being the most optimistic of us, out of us three. It's good to see you two again. We've seen each other far too little lately. Now that the war's over, we'll have plenty of time to catch up. It'll be just like the old days. Hey, Daniel, where's Brunhild? I thought she'd be with you. She's gone. Gone? What do you mean, gone? I already told you, don't ask me again. Don't ever mention her again. She was gone, that was for sure. She just vanished without a trace. We never asked, we didn't dare. There was something about you when you told us. It just wasn't you. I said that? It just wasn't me? You mean it was just like that time you were talking about earlier, when I became like another person? I wish I knew, Daniel. But the fact remains that that was the last time I've ever heard about her from you. Since all her belongings were gone, it was generally assumed she'd left up on her own accord, and just had trouble accepting, and you just had trouble accepting it. It was more than just that, like I said. You no longer acknowledge her in any way. She'd more than just vanished. It was almost as if she had never existed, except in our own memories. But she didn't disappear forever. You must have known, right, that the same Brunhild is now Supreme Commander of the Almenga Imperial Army? You knew, of course, but I'm sure you've heard it before in passing too. You probably ignored it like you'd done with all the other mentions of her. We decided not to press the issue with you. Yes, we were confused too, and there was little contact between Kiergaard and Almenga anymore. There wasn't much we could do. What does that mean? How could my sister have vanished suddenly only to resurface years later as the leaders of Almenga's army? I think there are only two people who would know, Daniel. You and her. So I'd have to find her again. Something's going on, and I'm sure it's more than just a family matter. Your visit to me couldn't have been a coincidence. Angel, I intend to go to the bottom of this. Will you help me? Of course, I want to know the truth too, and I'd like to see her again as well. Thank you. We'll talk about it tomorrow. Hello, Carson. Good morning, Colonel. Are you going to visit the excavation site today? Excavation site? Oh! With all that happened last night, I completely forgot. I still have a task to carry out. I haven't made my decision yet, and I can't really neglect my duty, so I'd better take care of that first. Will you be heading there straight away? Yes, shouldn't let those people wait. I'll go with you, Daniel. I promised I'd help you, didn't I? Alright, who else wants to take along? Alright, bah, je suis forcé avec Angel. Mal utilisé. Alright, Angel, Frontliner, on a déjà vu, on a déjà joué avec elle avant, là, fait qu'il n'y a pas grand chose de secret. Angel, bref. Fait que, genre, quand je trie par Frontline status, c'est genre ma 16e. Genre, Richard le Hunter, Alex le Druide, à un meilleur score de Frontliner. Ouais, non. River. Million. List. Définitivement Rock Starch. Dans le doute, il y en a un. I was supposed to be west of Matric, right? Let's go. Alright, Rock Starch. Angel. Formation. Toi, tu vas là. Ok, qu'est-ce qu'on a? Donc, j'aurais aimé juste visiter l'endroit où est-ce qu'on va. Puis grinder un petit peu, genre des spells, parce que là, qu'est-ce que ça drop? Des Mend All, des Enlight. Les Enlight, je m'en fous un peu, mais tu vas en avoir un coup. Des Fur Sandals. Je sais pas si les mobs qui drop les Fur Sandals sont au début. Fur Sandals, c'est 1 de weight, 2 de défense, plus 2 magie. C'est des light boots, obviously. Copper Ring. Here's mine. Light n'est pas forcément important, mais les Mendal à 25% de chance de voler. They do drop stone amulets! Sorry, but we can't tell you much about what's going on inside this place yet. We only got a little bit inside before we were forced to go back. The chief called this place Fading Dream. He said when it was built, it must have embodied the dream of the people who live here. Now all of those dreams have faded away. Well, I don't know. I think I'd be happy if I had built something that still existed hundreds of years later. I'm the one in charge of the excavation. We're grateful for your help, but please be careful not to damage any of the architecture inside. On va juste se battre, t'inquiète pas. Ah, ok, bah oui. Fait que ça drop des First Saddle, 12%. Fait que 1 Water Enemy, 3 Light Enemy. Puis après ça, on va voir les boss. Combien d'HP? 1200. Merci. Douze. Ah, ça a beaucoup d'HP ça. Pire XP aussi, je l'ouvrais la chest surtout. Flame Ball! Fait que ça va être le tier 2 item qui fait du fire damage. Pas du tout confusing à regarder. Je vais forcer des combats pour le moment. Là. Okay, toi t'es le blue, tu voles des brown herbs. Brain Leech, le Enlight Spell. 12%. Whip it! Lightning. Presque un level pour recharge. Ah, j'ai pas écouté les First Sandals. Hein. Ah! Bon, ok. Elle frappait à la bonne personne. Mais... Merci. That hurts. Search, il manquait 250 XP, un quart de level pour un level 332. Continue on this level. Continue. Moi je veux voir des Light Talkers. Merci. 340 HP. 25% de chance de dropper l'item que vole de voler l'item. Fait qu'il reste à peu près 140 HP. That hurt. Should be good. Alright. Je vous reviens une fois que j'ai ce que je veux. Yay, Mendel. Good start. Encore vivant. Encore vivant. Fait qu'on a 2 Mendel de plus. Des longes boots. Et un heavy vest. Mais le ratio reste le même. J'ai des longs boots. Million. First Sandal qui va donner plus de magie. Mist. First Sandal qui va donner plus de magie. Yay, plus de choses à voler. C'est là le milieu qu'il faudrait que je tue. Steel. Merci. Je pense que je vais pas le tuer si je fais ça. Parfait. Parfait, on peut finir ça maintenant. Ça n'a même pas pris de temps. Ok, ça c'est en haut. Ou en bas, je suis pas sûr. Mes yeux ont compris ce qu'il faut faire. Belt steel. Mind blow qui m'a enlevé. Ouais, j'ai manqué. Oups, bon, ouais, pas grave. Kata-chan! Si. C'est mon troisième épisode que j'enregistre aujourd'hui. Idéalement, avec deux épisodes par jour, c'est assez pour être en avance à du temps éternel. Mais écoute, le moindrement que j'enregistre pas pendant une journée, that is no longer true. Fait qu'à 3, ça aide à keep the pace forward, on va dire. Et ça, c'est la meilleure chose que j'ai à faire avec mon temps pour me garder occupé. Il y a... Pressing either of them doesn't seem to have any effects. J'ai marché à côté de la tuile, puis ça a cancellé l'encounter. Wonder if we have to press them both at the same time. Only one way to find out. Oh my god, what a puzzle! There we go. So this is how you've been spending your time lately? The Elysium army seems very different from both the Kirkguard and Zalmani army. Doesn't really feel like an army to me. I guess it's inevitable. Since the very beginning, most of us were outsiders, mercenaries, and volunteers. I wouldn't have been able to keep them together if I had to enforce a strict hierarchy. I think that this will encourage real loyalty. We're strong as a whole because we're strong as individuals. That's nice, but you can't have an army without structure, no matter how strong they are. A group of people who can't work together as a team won't accomplish anything. Yet, when I look at Elysium, it seems like the structure is present implicitly. Maybe it works because everyone has accepted you as their leader, even General Kaiser. It's hard for me to say. I don't have a real aim or plan, I just do what I think will work the best. Well, let's move on, shall we? No, our save, that's nice. Our save en bas. Toi, c'est des... Non, c'est les Brain Leech qui drop un spell qui... n'est pas particulièrement important, là. Mais on va le prendre quand il passe. Merde, non. Bon, pas mal ça. Bon, on a un save ici. That's nice. On va reculer ici quand on va avoir fini avec l'épisode. Moi, je vais reculer off-screen au save. Je pense. Non, je vais quand même faire des Shadowcasts parce que, un, ça coûte moins cher, puis les deux autres en arrière sont weak. Clear Mind est un spell. Restore est un spell. Nice, un autre res. Ici. Whip it. Whoa. I see what you did there. Every now and again I'll have actual agency. Oh fuck. Scroll. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a dans le chest? Un Dark Strike. Ok, on n'a pas tout à fait fini. Il y a un autre save plus tard. Ok. Good. Alright, that was very short on ces deux saves-là. This reminds me of all the little adventures we had as kids. Back then we were always fantasizing about finding old ruins like these. Compared to this, the place we went to were never that special, but I still have fond memories of those times. Yeah, we've always imagined we'd find hidden treasures or horrible monsters. Like when Jovian first found the cave outside St. Renard, he was so excited about it, but all we found were bats and shiny rocks. Jovian was always dragging the rest of us along with him, and you would have always been the first to tell him nothing special could be found there. Anyway, do you ever realize how difficult it was for me to live with you two? I was always cut in the middle when you and Jovian were arguing. I want us all to be good friends and get along. Maybe I tried to take it too far. Can't be friends all the time, but Jovian hasn't been the same since the incident. I think it really did hit him the hardest of us. And then I see you here and you seem to be doing better than ever. Can you understand my frustration, Daniel? Can you understand how I felt when you told me all your excuses? You're not the only one who has suffered. Sorry, Angel. Fait que ça devrait être des trésors, ouais. Gold Dust. Rushard. Puis on va avoir un boss la prochaine fois. Qu'est-ce que je veux voir? Il y a pas, j'ai cliqué out, fait que c'est normal qu'il n'y a pas d'incantation qui commence. Alright. Diamond Dust, Photon Beam et un Brass Badge. Le Photon Beam va être intéressant. Mais, pour aujourd'hui, on va finir avec ce combat. Crunch. Combien d'HP que t'as? Il y a un spell de plus. Give me brown herb. Merci. Alright, on va revenir la prochaine fois. Level 34, nice. On va dire au revoir et à bientôt. Peut-être grinder une coupe de first handle de plus aussi.